So, this was a bit of an impulsive decision. I got the Dyson Airwrap. This is crazy. With my orange chai latte. There we go, I did a cold shot. What? Alright, so I just went over the kind of tips a bit more to tidy them up. And FYI, I do cut my hair myself, so it's probably uneven and very like up and down in some parts, but I feel like this hides it. Hey, vlog. Just got back from work, instantly in the Care Bear top and fleece trousers. But it is 26 minutes past 3 and I've just fed the cats their dinner. The afternoon/evening is my oyster. So I think I'll give a little rundown of my day, but I think this video is gonna be kind of maybe a week in my life. I've not really shown kind of what my day-to-day life is like in a vlog yet. And it's something that I'd like to document because it's probably going to change a lot over the next few years. Oh, this is the first time that I'll be showing the new addition to the family on the vlog, actually. 1 second. Meet Suki. I got another cat. She is, I think she's 10 weeks old now. I got her 2 weeks ago. Since moving here and having a lot of new things in my life, I just felt like this would be the right chapter to have another kitten or cat. I was quite open about looking for an adult cat, maybe an older cat, and fostering, but a lot of foster cats wanted to be alone cats or like by themselves, like they didn't want to live with other cats. So instantly that wrote off a lot of cats from foster homes, and a lot of them also were outdoor cats. It was very difficult to find one that would be okay with other cats and be an indoor cat. And I saw these kittens that were just moggies and the whole litter was short hair and there was one long hair. And yeah, best decision I've ever made. The Doja, which you can see right now, got along with her like a house on fire. So yeah, my little preamble to this vlog is out of the way. Yeah, I'm kind of just navigating each day as it comes. I think every day is such a blessing. Sorry to be that annoying person, but I literally feel so happy and I couldn't ask for anything else from my life right now. And yeah, I just thought this is a really happy period of my life. Why not vlog it so I can look back when I'm older and be like, damn, being 22 really was all that. It really was unreal. I'm gonna go for a walk now and then we'll see where the evening takes us. Oh my god. Girl, that was so nasty. My baby, my baby, my baby. I love you so much. You're so pretty, aren't you? Your breath does not smell good. I'm gonna leave for my walk, but she's making it very difficult. Usually I'll just wear a normal top on my walk, but keep on whatever pajama bottoms I've got on. It just makes it a little bit easier for me to get outside, get active, when I really don't want to. For example, this is the current weather. It's looking pretty grey outside, so ideally I would have already done my steps, but that is not the case, so we must go. I am also gonna wear my new Moab, I don't know if that's how you say it, Speed 2 trainers. These are for like trail running, which I don't do, but they looked quite nice and maybe I'll get into trail running. Who knows what the future holds? I know I like to hike, and Merrell's a really good hiking shoe brand, so I'll put these on, put this dry robe on, and let's go on our walk. It's actually a full rainbow. Look at that. One of the biggest habit changes I would say I've made is going for walks on days where it's not very nice. Like, sky's grey. I mean, that's very pretty. But just like, it's drizzling right now. I don't know if you can tell my jacket, but yeah, there's some rain coming down and the weather's a bit cold, but it's quite nice just to be able to go out and get some steps in, no matter what the weather is. It just really helps mental health for me, and just generally makes me feel like a bit more grounded, keeps me off my phone. Sometimes I take headphones with me and listen to music on walks, but I try and avoid it. If I'm in a bit of a busy headspace, maybe from work, it's definitely a luxury to be able to finish work and go for a walk and it still be light out. I've only kind of gotten to do that recently, because even finishing at 3:30, it would be dark still before and after I start my shifts. So this has been really nice, and I can't wait for it just to get lighter on the run up to summer and spring. People are definitely wondering why I'm talking to myself. Look at that! That's so pretty! I've been thinking recently how this time last year so much has changed. I'm in a new city, got a new cat, got a job, someone's paying me to like do stuff. I just feel a world away from that person. This time last year I think I was just coming down with glandular fever and simultaneously going through my last year of university with deadlines, dissertation submissions, all that fun stuff, and it taught me a lot. It made me quite resilient. It was a very hard time, not gonna lie. But yeah, it makes being here right now even more special, and it's another reason why I'm sickeningly grateful to be here. And I think it's something that if you don't remind yourself of, you'll forget about how far you've come, and you forget how badly you wanted this in the past, where you are right now. And yeah, I think that's honestly the key to staying happy, is just staying grateful for what you've got. And yeah, it's so annoying to hear someone say that, but it's something that I didn't really do before. I didn't really buy into all that gratefulness ideology and like journaling and just telling yourself stuff that you already know is true. But just saying it out loud, I think, really reinforces it in my brain, I think. So I wanted to speak a bit about my job that I've gotten as a graduate as well, and just a little bit about the job market right now for graduates. It's insane. Around the UK, not just specifically in Scotland. I was very lucky to get the job that I did get, and it's a very well-paying job. It's a very flexible job, and it's very interesting to me as well. So I think it's quite rare to come by those things, and I would just love to maybe share some advice on this channel into getting a job and maybe interviewing processes, applying for jobs, all that stuff. I'd happily sit down and film a bit more of an in-depth video talking about my experience so far. But yeah, one of the best parts about my job is that there's flexible working, which means I can start anytime between 7 a.m. and I think it's 10 a.m. or is it 9 a.m. within those times, and you can finish between 3 and 6, I think. So I obviously, as a young person, don't have any logistical things that might get in the way of me getting up early, like kids. So I like to start really early. I don't mind getting up in the morning when it's dark outside, if it means I get to finish work and go outside when it's daylight. So that's what I do. I also prefer to go to the gym when it's really quiet. Right now I'm going 4 times a week, so it's good to get a session in when it's not super busy. And if I go at 3, half 3 right after work, it's dead. It's so good. I can't believe this, sorry. How annoying. She's talking about what's behind her. I would also, sorry, this video is going to be a bit of a waffling because I really want to start posting a bit more about my day-to-day life and a bit more details about it. Because I feel like I've really nailed my life right now. I feel like I've got it down to a T. I've taken my time and gotten everything together. Another part of moving out and living alone at the age of 22 I found is like finances obviously are a huge topic and it's something that's not spoken about enough in Scotland, I would say. I don't know what it's like everywhere else, but financial literacy is something that not a lot of young people are taught growing up. Even if your parents are financially literate, it's something that they don't tend to think of passing down to their kids. So yeah, and even if your parents are financially literate, it's often something that comes out of nowhere for some people in this day and age of like capitalism and consumerism and whatnot. It's just a lot of us spend more money than we have because of what we're encouraged to do, because it's how the systems run. I'm not going to get into it, you all know. So yeah, I think it's really hard to rewire your teenage brain to actually saving money, because it seems like everyone else around you is just spending and you kind of need to keep up. So I would love to just do a video about finances and my lessons that I've learned from my experience with it over the last 4 or 5 years having moved out. Sorry, I'll start again when this helicopter's gone. Yeah, it really shocks me how little we're taught about budgeting and how to do a food shop, even a meal prep, a meal plan for the week. Even as a single person, when you're not cooking for a family, it's completely different. And food waste is just something that we all want to avoid. So I could do a video talking about that. I've been through it all, I feel like, with money at this point. As much as you can go through at 22. Yeah, let me know if that's something that would be interesting. I can also speak a bit more about the calorie deficit process that I'm in right now and how I'm making sure I'm doing it in a very healthy way, not losing any muscle, or at least not losing too much muscle, because I feel like most calorie deficits you have to sacrifice a little bit. This calorie deficit has also taught me how to get a bit crafty with cooking and making little substitutes, but trying not to sacrifice the flavour for a lot of meals. I'm a big foodie, I love eating. It's why I put off, as I was saying, I'm a big foodie and it's why I've put off doing a proper cut for as long as possible. Even though I've literally been lifting weights since I was like 15, 16, doing a cut was just never on the cards. It was always bug season. So I think it's time to shred a little bit. I'm pretty sure I did one of those DEXA scan things, the kind of shitty versions that you get in gyms, not a proper DEXA scan. And it told me that literally I'm like 78% muscle or something like that of my weight. Like, I'm already pretty low body fat. I've got a lot of muscle on me, but looking at me I feel like you can't tell as much because I love to eat. So I've made things like macaroni cheese cut friendly. I've made like the Bella Hadid vodka pasta, made that cut friendly. I found that I can still have all my favourite meals and I'm still managing to shred, which is really, really cool. It's really taught me about focusing on nutrition and not cutting things out for the sake of being healthy. The only thing I've cut out is sugar, of course, because in general that's just shit for you, and I feel like it's something that we should all try and minimise in our diets because it just causes inflammation, it makes you feel shit, it makes you feel low energy. It's just crap, and I used to eat tons of it, so that's the only thing I've taken out of my diet. Sorry, I'm right under the helicopter flight path for all the offshore helicopters, so sorry about that. But most of the time I've been swapping out things for like fat-free versions. I know, before I used to look at those in the shops and be like, who the actual hell's buying them? Unfortunately, the macros on it are so much better for a cut in comparison to full fat stuff. I think men could probably get away with cutting on full fat stuff at times, but as women, our TDEE, our like baseline calories, is often, most of the time, a lot lower than men's. Even if you're muscular like myself, it's still shit, it's crap, I know. So unfortunately the substitutions are sometimes necessary, but I find if you season them right and you use them in the right way, the flavour doesn't have to suck. It can taste good.
So I maybe need to add it like as... Wow, this is so... You're right, this is actually quite fun.
Basically the whole of January since I got home and I've been loving it.
But I don't know all my snacks and stuff, and I love this morning, and
appetizer. I know, Boogie, but I've got tuna and you keep trying to eat it. No, she's at my feet. She just can't get up. I know! Really? I'm gonna put these in the air fryer.
So this is my dinner tonight. I know it doesn't look the best. It's got cottage cheese in it, which obviously makes it look a bit different texture, but for me, this tastes so good, personally. I switched out mayo for Greek yogurt. I do that with a lot of things, and it gives me more protein and less calories, and I don't think it sacrifices on flavour. So
Whenever I take